20 miles west of downtown Dallas. One of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
Packers take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Down. 52 points.
Throwing to begin is Love. First, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. We'll give you a look at the key inactives for tonight's ball game. Interesting to see how much of an impact their absence will have on this one. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Shot. Red. 38. Ready?
From the gun, it's Love. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face third and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 38 yards.
At the 11-yard line.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11.
Yell, ready.
Here's Love to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Cut.
A good play action with Love. That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is taken in at the goal line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this one coast to coast. 98 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back to the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, it's Golden.
95.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34. Pickup of 9.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he will score. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well-set-up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key blocks he needs, all the way down for 6.
Short kick taken just inside the 20. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Devontae Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. Wayne Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8. At the Packers' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And the work is close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
There you go. 26. 26.
They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points. So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Yeah, very good. Then we're going to 26. 26.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here's Nixon on the return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Love to throw it on 1st down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Throwing is Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 35 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Gerard. And good running on the return. That'll help him out. Has the ball right around the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. 26.
Prescott now. That's brought in right side by Pickett. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
On the give, it's Williams. Good blocking to the 15. He is tough to bring down. A big one there on the ground.
5 yards
25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Cowboys.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. What wide ain't it? 26.
They'll go again here with Williams. And he will get into the end zone. Devontae Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
And this one is no good. He misses the extra point. File that one away. We'll see if it comes back as the night goes on. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
On first down, it's Love. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of
So
14
we are
yards.
through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys with the early
First
edge.
and 10 at the
We're back to
37-yard
Arlington
line.
in a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 50, green. Needle blue. Slice blue. Ready?
Here's Love. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Ready.
In motion, Reed.
Set.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
It is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Black Ultra. Black 40.
Now Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. To throw is Love. He's got the rookie out of Texas, Matthew Golden. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Back to the left side and taken in by Golden. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Ready up. Here we go. Ready.
Now Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. And so far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. We really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Packer first down.
10 black.
To throw is Love. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Donovan is a rusher, working his way in to record the very first sack of his NFL career. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Come on, set.
Back to throw is Love. This one on target, it's Dobb. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Smash, red. Ready?
From the gun on third down, it's Love. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 14 on the pickup. First down, Packers.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the score.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I, back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Second down and 3. A shotgun snap for Prescott. To the left side, he's got Tobin. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get them to the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Yeah! There we go! 26! 26!
Back to throw is Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. They pick up 17 through the air. That's good for a Dallas first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Pistol now for Prescott. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 30-yard line.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
It's another run here for Williams.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
For the Cowboys field goal. A 33-yard
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it. Instead, get the roughing call, and it results in a first down. On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This about as short as you can get.
A 25-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So, we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Yeah!
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Right there. Then we're going to 53. 26. 26.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Cowboys.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, nice conversion.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
There you go. 26.
Now Prescott. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
Here we go. 26.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big connection from Dak to CD. 32 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Cowboys.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for the second half. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. They'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And good hard running there here. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
Ball
4.
spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 4.
Come on.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. Oh, it was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On first and 10, here comes Jacobs. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. First and 10.
That's another Packers first down. A gain of 19 yards.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop.
28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Second down, they need 7. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter, they convert on fourth down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike, the ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second down and 8.
Ready.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
2 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Love. And the Packers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On second down, Love. This one caught just past the pylons. Romeo dives. Touchdown, Packers. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers are able to edge a bit closer.
Packers 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now a return coming from the 14. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
Play action now. Prescott. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast, and by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They're trying to hit him with a screen. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. Take it in, back at his own 12. And some nifty running on the return. Picks up some good yardage before he was taken down. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10.
Come on, set by 60. Blue 32. Set, huh?
Now Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Here comes third and 6.
Yellow, ready.
Throwing is Love. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there as time has expired. The third quarter has come to an end. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. Love. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Packers first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Love to throw. There's a short one caught by Kraft. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the 40.
Love to throw. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Packers.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Flag. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. In trouble, and down he goes.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Here we go.
Second down throw for Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Osa Odigizua. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. Here's Love. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
He'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On second down, a run with Williams. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now a 3rd and 2. On the ground, this is Williams. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the 3rd down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
Pushed out to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Prescott. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Prescott now. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss of 2.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. On play action, here's Dak. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Auburn, good with the extra point. Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he brings this back all the way to midfield.
Okay, right? Let's go now.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And a nice game there. On first down, he takes it forward for 8 yards. From the 41, here's second and a couple.
Come on, set.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's second and 2.
Set, hut. Ready.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Ready. Set.
Running is Jacobs. And look out there. Upended at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Now, Jacobs. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Set. Ready. 50. Green.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.